moi. I had a pretty juicy realization a few weeks ago, and I thought, why be a dick and keep it to myself, you know? Like, sure, I told a couple of friends, and they're like, yeah, that's awesome. You should know this. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe not, but maybe it will, and for that reason, I'm making this video. So, yeah, I had a period of like a few weeks. I was staying at a buddy's house, and I just had a lot of alone time. You know, I had some alone time. Doing a lot of sitting, just sitting and being with the universe, being with the creator, just pondering, listening to some nice music, some llamas chanting. It's very nice. And as I was sort of coming to that realization I had that the universe is always conspiring to help you, I sort of realized that because there's because everything that's happening is always happening to you for a reason, and it's actually for, you know, your own development, and it's for the best, even though we may not see it sometimes at the time. I kind of realized at the same time that the universe has always been supporting me, always. Like, it's always given me the experience that I've needed. It's always been there for me. It's always nurtured me. Everything has always been fine. Everything is fine, and it's always been fine. And I just kind of realized that everything will always be fine. Everything's just always going to be fine. Sure, there's going to be trials and tribulations and stuff happens, but overall, everything's just going to be fine. And realizing this, that everything is always fine, it just dawned on me that there's nothing to fear. And I realized that fear only exists if you lack faith in the divine. If you lack faith in the universe, if you lack faith in, you can call it whatever, the divine source, spirit, God, it's all the same. If you don't have faith, then you can, of course, you're going to be afraid because you're alone and you're not complete. And so bad things can happen, and you see things as bad things. Therefore, you're afraid they're going to happen to you. But if you have faith in the master plan, if you realize that, you know, you're here on a mission and that you are part of the divine, and, you know, it's always taking care of you because you're part of it. You are it, right? There's nothing to fear. I just had a moment where I just realized there is absolutely nothing to fear. We make it up. Fear's not even real. It's an imagined thing. Because in reality, God doesn't make any mistakes. Everything is perfect as it is right now. Everything's always been perfect, even though, you know, the planet is obviously not in a great place, but even that is perfect because that's how it is. So it must be perfect. There's a reason it's like this. So it's a big one. But by the way, I'm itching my foot right now because I'm just out here mainly I'm out here to feed the mosquitoes. I'm making this video, but that's secondary to me feeding nature. Apparently that's one of my things I'm supposed to be doing. So that's what I'm doing, but I can't stop itching. This is brutal. But really, there is nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. And so I just had this, it just popped. And even though I had some really messed up trips on, like I had one really bad acid trip recently, and I've had some tough times on ayahuasca, and challenging things happened to me in life. And I would still get flashbacks. I would think back over some of these things and be like, oh, what if that happened to me again? Or I would just get caught up in it or whatever. And it was suffering. It was just really suffering thinking about this shit. And when I had this realization, all that stopped. It just stopped. It was just like I just popped and just went, oh wait, there's absolutely nothing. There's nothing to fear. It's not real. And that was a few weeks ago, and I haven't had any fear thoughts or anything since. It's just gone. There's just nothing. It's just gone. It doesn't exist anymore because it never did. I just was fooling myself that there was fear and there's things to worry about, but there aren't any. Right? We just make them up. We make them up, and that is horrible. And that's why so many people are suffering, because we're out of touch with reality. And the reality is that everything is God. We're God. Everything that happens to us is just us, our higher selves, giving us these lessons. So as real as all this seems, it's not really base reality. We know it's not base reality. It's just a game that we're here to play to improve ourselves and learn. And that's it. And you chose to come down here and play the game. So what is there to be afraid of? There's nothing to be afraid of. You're just here to do your own journey and experience, and you can make it whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. If you really want to suffer and have the fear, you can experience that, but you don't have to. You can just decide that's not what you want to experience, and then you can experience the love and the peace and the joy and everything else, if that's what you choose. That's what's so evil about the current system, which is now passing. They want us in that fear, and everything that we have in our society, the entire matrix, it's all about that. It's all about the fear, the lack, competition, get more money, get more sex, get better clothes, be popular, blah, 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 blah. It's all matrix. It's all fear-based, lack-based. It's designed to keep us separated from ourselves, from the truth of our being. And you can stop it right now, just by realizing that you're everything. We're all one, just having little separate experiences so that we can learn and grow and realize that we're all one, so we can appreciate it. That's it. There's nothing to be afraid of. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should be. And if you're suffering for any reason, it's because you're choosing to suffer because you believe on some deep, deep level that it's going to benefit you somehow. Right? You must believe that there's, and maybe that's part of your journey, is to suffer for years and years and years till eventually you have some experience and realize, I don't have to suffer, and then boom, then you can, have your experience and wake up, and then life will be awesome. But you can pick when that's going to be. Like, you don't have to go through 5, 10, 20 years. I mean, there's people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, they're still suffering, and then some of them pop and wake up and go, oh, everything's okay. And some of them do it on their deathbed. Like everybody on your when you pass to back to source, everybody goes, oh, cool, it's all gone, oh, great, and then they're happy. And then, so when you die, you'll be fine. There isn't, it doesn't exist. But do you really want to suffer right up until the point you leave the planet, or do you want to have a great time and then leave the planet? It's up to you. That's the thing. It's 100% up to you. It's not up to anybody else. It's your experience. You're in your own personal video game, and you're the controller. It's an illusion that anyone else is controlling your experience. Complete illusion. I thought that too. No, I have to do something, then I'll be happy, or I have to please someone, or blah, blah, all this shit. You don't have to do anything. All the joy, all the happiness, everything, it's in you right now. It's inside. You just need to sit still, shut up, shut down all your brain, and blah, 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 and just tune in on the inside, and it's there. Trust me, it's there right now. But you have to let go of fear. Fear's it's not real. It's not real. It's man-made. It's a man-made creation to control us, to lower our frequency, so we're all running around, competing with each other, trying to get happy. It's not real. It doesn't exist. So if you have fear, develop your love for the divine. Sit with it. Sit with God. Just sit there and be in the presence of God. Feel it. It's there. It's there to be felt. You just have to shut this off, get rid of the fear, and breathe. It's right there for you. Nature helps a lot. Yeah, nature helps a lot. This is why they want us living in the cities, because it disconnects us from all of this. This is peace and love and joy and God. You're not supposed to be in this. This is why they want you to, take pharmaceuticals to get happy. Spend money to feel a little bit better while you destroy your system. Excellent. Separates you from this. Dulls you down. This is why they want you drinking. This is why they want you smoking. Separates you from all this. Dulls the pain temporarily. Doesn't make you go inside and find the joy. Everything out there in our matrix society is designed for one thing: to separate us from ourselves, from each other, and from the joy that's within. That's it. That is the matrix. You can escape it right now, but this one step is a huge one. Let go of fear. Have faith. Everything that's happening is exactly perfect, exactly for you, exactly how you designed it for yourself. So what are you afraid of? You're afraid of yourself? You're afraid of your higher self? Your higher self is you. It loves you. It is love. How can you be afraid of your higher self? That's stupid. Sorry, I don't want to say anything stupid. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. So stop it. Stop it. Team up with yourself. Listen to the lessons. Listen. Pay attention. And just be with it. Calm down. Everything's cool. Work through the lessons. Figure out what's actually happening. Learn. Realize that everything is perfect and you're loved by Source. Completely loved. And you don't need anything or anyone to be happy. It's all inside. Okay? but it's so hard to get there. I'm just starting to clue into this now. I'm 37. I'm almost 38 years old. 37 years old, and I'm just now like, oh, okay, yeah. There's nothing else I have to do. There's nowhere I have to be. It's all within me. I was trapped in it like everybody else. I'm still trapped in it, but slowly but surely getting out of it, and it feels good. It feels really good to get out. And we're all going to do it. This is why we're here in this lifetime, right? This is a very special time. Humanity is waking up, and we're all going to pop. We're all going to pop. So it's just a matter of what do you want to wait? You want to wait 10 years to be happy? 20 years? Or are you just going to wake up right now and realize you're loved and there's nothing you have to do? Oh, man. This video is going to get too long, so I'm just going to wrap it up by saying that I have love for you, for watching this video, and just for being on the path. And if you got this far in this video, I know you're already on the path. You're on the spiritual path to waking up and escaping the matrix and being happy. So congratulations. Some people, they're not on it yet. Or I would say they are on it. They just don't know it yet. Because everybody wants realization. Everybody wants the peace and the joy and the love when you tap into what we are. But some people are just totally lost, and they're not ready for it yet. But they will. They're on the journey. They just haven't realize they're on the journey, but they're on it. But if you're watching this video, you're 100% on it, because you would have checked out by now. If you were like, fuck this guy, this guy's fucking, what is this guy, some kind of hippie, what is this, you wouldn't be here. You just would have clicked away by now. So you're on the journey. So awesome that you're on the journey. Keep being on the journey, and the journey's amazing. There's so many resources online everywhere where you can just get on the journey and keep going. And it's amazing. Actually, I'm going to share this. I wasn't going to say this today, but I'm actually starting a podcast on my spiritual journey, where I'm just going to be talking about my journey and what I've learned and what I'm learning. And I'm going to be interviewing other people who are also on the path, and it's going to be awesome. I've already filmed some of the episodes, and they're going to be up. It's pretty much going up right now. I think I'm going to put this video up, and that podcast is going to be up, the first one. So I'll put the link below. So if you're on the path, come check it out. I promise you, you're gonna like it. Okay, guys. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me a little bit out here in nature, and I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully in the podcast. Remember, you're loved. See you soon.